By now, one thing is clear, that when Donald Trump makes a statement, controversial or not, the media picks up on it and runs with it. And I mean a full-out sprint. Did you know they spent 9 hours talking about Donald Trump on MSNBC the other day? But what bothers me the most isn't that Trump takes controversial positions, or even that the media whores themselves for ratings discussing him all day. It's when other politicians, especially those in this country, seem to think we care what they think about Donald Trump. Take, for instance, Vision Vancouver City Councillor Kerry Jang, who couldn't wait to get in front of the press and spout off his disapproval of Donald Trump's most recent proposal for a pause on Muslim immigration in the US, stating, "I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was in shock. It was so morally reprehensible. I couldn't believe it." Well, Mr. Jang, is it as morally reprehensible as, say, promising to eliminate homelessness in Vancouver, as you and Vision Vancouver and Mayor Robertson did, only to see it increase over your time in power? Of course, Mr. Jang wouldn't be much of a modern left-winger without the need to not only scold and look down on Mr. Trump, but attempt to censor him as well. You see, currently there is a luxury hotel and condo tower being completed here in Vancouver, and it is to bear the Trump brand, as so many others do around the world. But Mr. Jang said he personally demanded that the developer remove the Trump name. And I'm quoting again, because Donald Trump doesn't represent Vancouver in any way, shape, or form. And I personally don't want to see his name here. Mr. Jang knows, of course, he or his council can't possibly force a private business to change a licensing deal like this. But here's where it gets really weird. You see, in the last municipal election, back in November of 2014, Vision Vancouver accepted a donation from the Trump Tower developer Holborn in the amount of $105,000. So, Mr. Jang, did you care about Mr. Trump's personal positions before or after you got paid off by the developer you're now trying to pressure to renege on a business deal? Obviously, there was a lot of cheerleading and support for Mr. Jang's position. I've seen petitions being passed around online asking the developer to remove the name. I've heard decries of boycotting the property once it opens. But you know what? All these people are full of it. They will be there next year to see the world-class nightclub and pool bar, to eat at the finest restaurants and shop at the designer stores. But that's just it. All of these people are hypocrites, just like Kerry Jang and Vision Vancouver, when they accepted campaign money from the Trump Tower developer. For TheRebel.Media, I'm Christopher Wilson.